Hello Leo, welcome to your Team RuneScope. My name is Amanda. As always, be sure to check out the video for your rising sign in addition to the general sun sign reading, because that can clarify some things that need a bit more detail in this general reading, or it can give you other areas of life that you may be encountering, or other things, people, and influences that be coming in teams. So definitely watch both. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you and not every other Leo and Leo rising in the world, or that may be watching this video, is to schedule an appointment with me. I do those on Skype. It's $5 for a half-an-hour session. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video if you want to set up an appointment. Sometimes it can take a little bit of time for me to get back to everyone. I schedule those in the order I receive them. So if there's a bit of a line ahead of you, it may take me a bit to get back to you, Leo, but I promise that I will. Never fear, respond to your email. But let's dive into for you Lions and see what's cooking. On the RuneScope front here. Your challenge for the month of July, Leo, is going to be holding off as far as implementing any new plans, because it seems like I'd be rushing into something, Leo, and somebody offer you this advice. They just tell you, or give you that counsel, and the runes are advising you to heed it. Leo, because you could damage the outcome of whatever this new thing is you're trying to get off the ground, or this could be a new relationship, a new job situation, a new business. It seems like you might overlook something important if you rush into things too quickly or before all the facts are known. There may still be information coming in that you need before you can move ahead on this path, Leo. So I know you fire signs are not the most patient. So, maybe talk to your Earth sign friends, your Taurus friends, or your Capricorn friends, your Virgo friends, and talk to them about this, see what their opinion would be, because it seems like you would get some very sound advice from someone who is maybe a bit more practical or a bit more business-minded. You guys are wonderful at the creative and impetus. And marvelous at getting wonderful ideas, but then when it comes to the more practical, boring stuff, the stuff you guys are not interested in at all, it would be that you could get some really good advice from, an Earth sign or somebody with those qualities who's just more financially in tune. Earth signs just have an innate ability of handling money and investments well. So, and again, this could be a relationship, Leo, that you're really excited about, but if you were to push or maybe expect too much from someone who's just come into your life, this could damage the relationship in the long run. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be a challenge for you in July. But if you heed that warning, it does seem that you won't further damage any situations or damage something that can turn out perfectly well otherwise. So that's just a little caution for the month. That's what that position is for everyone. But moving forward, it seems like, again, this is going back to delay. It's saying that anything that you need more information. There's something you really want to go after. There's an outcome you really want. And for some of you, this could be a victory that you really want over someone, over a situation. But you're going to damage something in the long run if you just kind of go through and step on everyone. Which you guys are very competitive, and you can do sometimes. But yeah, it seems like this won't be in your best interest. So yeah, make sure that you don't cause any undue disruptions, because it seems like they would backfire on you, Leo. Delay until you have more information, until you know that you are on solid footing to move forward in something, or to go after something, to go after a victory. Because it seems like there's a way that you can be victorious in this situation, but then not close a door or not hurt someone in the process. And it seems like that will become clear to you if you can just delay this a little bit in Leo. And yeah, this could be someone that you're competing for too. If you're after someone who's quite a looker or quite popular, and you're having to compete with other people. If you come on too strong, it seems like this person will be like, oh, that. Because it seems like this, if it's a male or a male energy for you gay Leos, it does seem like that this person be put off by too strong of an approach because they're that way themselves and they might feel that you would not be compatible or clash. And you actually can be, you have a soft side to your personality, Leo. It could be that that would serve you well in this situation, at least at this stage. So just keep that in mind in July. But help that's going to be available to you in July is that somebody is going to, I mean, if there's a situation that disappoints you, or if you're a little bit depressed, and it may be about this situation, Leo, that you want something, you're not able to move forward, there's going to be someone there for you who's supportive of you, protective of you, a very strong protective influence around you. You're going to feel like you have support, somebody who's just, you can lean on, somebody who's there for you. For some of you, this is your partner, this will be a good friend, a family member that you're close to. Whatever disappointments you encounter in July, you're not going to be alone in them, Leo. There will be somebody there to kind of help you along. Or if you're just disappointed that you can't move forward with something, you're going to be able to vent to someone and they'll understand and, kind of be the light in the darkness, as it were, in July. I don't really see darkness. I just see frustration. I just see... just frustration of being held off from a goal that you really, really want to achieve. And Leos, for a lot of you, this has to do with the financial situation. Something that you want, a new job, property, something fall through in July, because what can't be changed, I do see, is a delay or frustration around a financial matter or a financial disappointment in some way. So, I mean, you went on an interview that you thought went really well, and then for some reason you either don't get the job or you don't hear back. But for those of you who do, if that's how this works out, there's something coming up in July, maybe a new opportunity that is actually the one that's going to offer you more gradual stability. So while this other job or whatever this other position was, they have offered you something immediate, maybe the money was instantly just there, and there was a lot of competition for that job, and maybe you wanted to keep calling and asking what was going on, what the status of it is. Maybe that's what you kind of have to hold yourself back from in mind, and then find out that they gave the job to somebody else. It's because there's something that is better coming along that's going to offer you more long-term stability. So while some fall through that seemed instantaneously gratifying, or while there was maybe money coming to you in a lump sum that doesn't quite pan out, there's something coming that's going to, again, offer you that stability for a longer period of time than this would have. Some of you may be dealing with it if you've been disappointed in a settlement as far as like inheritance or anything around an estate that was being worked out. It could be that this is going to be... you just settle for a lesser amount, or and that could be how this works out. But this is going to offer you something that's actually better in the long run. And maybe it's just that, if you just take this, family relationships can later be rectified if they've been difficult during this time period, or you are going to get something back from whatever you give up in life, Leo. So I just want to make that clear. Or whatever is delayed because there's something better coming in. There's something that's going to be on offer that is going to be more beneficial to you in the long term than the short term. Some of you have an interview in July, and if you start a process with interviews in July, it take a while, Leo, but again, ultimately, it's going to be in your favor. So that could be what the frustration is that, oh God, another interview, another test, or any more, depending on what field you're in. Job interviews can drag out, and that be the source of your frustration. But if it is, keep going. I mean, you'd be tempted, Leo, to just be like, oh, I don't want to go to another one. I mean, you'd be tempted to blow something off. And I certainly understand the frustration when they drag these things out and practically give you an exam to get a job. But it does appear it's going to be beneficial in the long run if you go ahead and suck it up and just do it, Leo. So just a little heads up there. But as far as the end of the month or towards the end of the month, this may all just catch up with you. And You may be just disappointed, but also upset that you can't let go of something. You can't leave something behind. There's something, for those of you who have bouts with depression or with, just feeling down on yourself. I mean, you could feel like at the end of the month that you're just, you're not at the top of your game. And you feel like you made a wrong decision in a relationship or partnership issue. There could be some frustration going on in those areas. For those of you who are going through a divorce, this may be what's causing you, or you decided to get a divorce or separate. And, deciding, maybe you're separated and you're just trying to decide if you're actually going to take it to the legal level of getting a divorce. So, I mean, that'd be something you're considering in July. And that could just be the point where you're disappointed it didn't work out. You're upset and sad that you're having to leave this relationship. It doesn't have to be a relationship, could be a job also, Leo. This could be something, I really wanted this job to work out, but it's just not. I'm going to have to leave it behind, this influence. It's negative. Some of you are dealing with someone with an addiction or mental health issue where they're not behaving or not making decisions in their right mind. For those of you who this is a problem, definitely look into solutions. The cat wants to say hi to Leo. Imagine that. You'd be looking into solutions as far as rectifying this. And I do urge you that if you have clinical depression, if you are dealing with a situation where you need help, definitely seek that out. And because it could be that maybe while you've been able to kind of snap yourself out of this in the past, maybe you're dealing with something or a situation now where you can't seem to do that. So that's what I see, Leo. And if it's someone else, I mean, do your best to offer them help or to help them get the help that they need if they're struggling with an addiction issue or, again, something where they need to get on medication just to pull them out of a depression, or maybe to be properly diagnosed. Maybe it's remained a mystery exactly why this person is dealing with this issue. So that is what I'm seeing, Leo. Slow and steady wins the race as far as whatever you're competing for. And definitely facing any issues head on if you're not able to pull yourself out of a funk. If there's an emotional, if you're feeling just emotionally down, if it's just in the moment, it'll pass. But I mean, if you know it's something more, or if you have a friend or family member, someone you care about that's dealing with this, it's definitely going to be in your best interest to help them seek out the help that they need to turn this situation around, to get out of this, or to manage this, whatever this is. So that is what I'm seeing, Leo. Good luck in life. Got some hurdles, but I mean, you can take on anything. You're going to be your lions. You'll be fine. You'll come up the other side of this. But I will see you back here in your birthday month. Until then, blessings to you. Bye-bye.